Hello everybody, I'm Nike. Today we are playing Scrolls. This is a new game by Mojang. It's a card game. If you're not familiar with card games, perhaps you've heard of Magic the Gathering, things like that. It's kind of in that vein, although it also has some elements of kind of a board game strategy. Let's go to the deck builder here. And so currently in the game, there's these three mana types. That's what they're called in Magic the Gathering anyway. I'm not sure what they're called here, but basically we have Order, Energy, and Growth. And there is a fourth one planned called Decay. It's not currently in the game yet. I have 77 Growth cards. I've been trying to build a Growth deck. Let's load my current deck. It's kind of a process here. I've got some nice cards. Bear Paw here. Actually, let's choose a creature card and I'll kind of explain it. This wasn't that good. So up here we have the casting cost. This is Brother of the Wolf. It costs 4 growth to cast. Down here we have the attack rating of this creature. It's 3. Over here we have the countdown is 2, which means every 2 turns it will perform an action. And then over here we have 4 health. When countdown is 0, this is a special effect. When countdown is 0, Brother of the Wolf can summon 1 Ragged Wolf instead of attacking. So that's nice. You can use it to pump out another mob every 2 turns. I currently have only 2 of those. I'd like to get more. Got an Ancestral Totem. Would be nice to get a couple more of these. Bear Paw is nice. I got 3. That's probably all I'm going to need. You're limited. I don't think you're actually limited to having 50 scrolls, but the idea behind building a deck is because it's shuffled every time you start the game, you want to kind of minimize the randomness as much as possible. And to do that, you want multiple cards. So on any given draw, you're probably going to be getting a card that you want. And as you can see, I have a lot of single ones in here. There's a single one. There's a single one, single. I'd like to get either multiples of these or remove them from the deck. Like this one, Nutrition, sacrifice target unit you control and add the unit's cost to your current resources. Not exactly the best card. It has its uses, but I'm not really in a position to make a deck where that would come in handy. So I'd like to get rid of that one, replace it with something else. This is probably my favorite card right here, Kinfolk Jarl. It has a special ability, Relentless, which means when it attacks, it continues attacking. So like if it kills whatever it was attacking, the next thing in line will also take damage. For each creature adjacent Kinfolk Jarl gains +1 attack, which is also a nice ability. If you can surround it with mobs, that's basically, you get 9 attack instead of 3. Plus you can give it buffs, so that's nice. I think what we're going to do, I had recorded a bit where I was going to buy some cards. Unfortunately, the audio wasn't very good on that, so I had to kind of scrap that. I spent like 2,000 gold on top of the 2,000 you start with. You start with 2,000 gold. Let's go over to the store here, though. So if you want to buy scrolls, you can either buy a random scroll for 100 gold, and you get gold from basically just winning fights, or even just participating. You can also buy a scroll pack, which is 10 scrolls randomly from all factions. You're guaranteed to get 2 uncommon and 1 rare. I don't know if this is a good option, because you don't have any control over what kind of card you get if you're going to build a growth deck, or an order deck, or an energy deck. It's just a crapshoot of basically what you're going to end up with. So it's usually better, I find, to actually buy individual scrolls in the given mana type that you want. So let's buy a growth scroll right now, because I have enough to buy 1. And we got Rallying. All units you control have their countdown decreased by 2. This is a nice card. I already have some. I don't know if I can actually put more into the deck or if I would want to. So that's alright. But then you can also do this, which is you can buy these cards. These change every week. But you can actually see the cards. You can decide if you want to buy them or not. You can either buy them with gold, or you can buy them with shards. Shards are the in-game currency that you could purchase with real money. For $5 for 600, $13.50 for 10, 2,900 shards for 20 bucks. And if this is an ore property, you can either spend gold or you can spend shards. So that's nice. You can either just buy the card outright with money, basically, or if you've earned gold, you can buy it that way. So you don't actually have to spend money besides the initial cost to buy the game to actually play the game. So that's a nice thing they put in. You can buy the pre-constructed starter decks here. I already have the growth, obviously, because that's the one I started with. Or down here you can buy avatars, which aren't really anything other than fancy little characters for you. But what I think we're going to do today, since I kind of can't use the card buying stuff, is we're going to do some of these trials. You can either do kind of the tutorial, which is fine, or you can go into a quick match against the AI, or you can go to quick match against a player, or a ranked match against a player. And that'll kind of increase your rating. Obviously my rating is currently 0 because I haven't got involved in that because I'm not all that confident with the current status of my deck. But we're going to do some of these trials, and you can earn some gold doing these. This reward for the first one, you get 250 gold. 250 gold probably for all of these, for the easy ones. And then they increase in difficulty. Well, let's try this one, an insult. A cocky spirit tosses jibes as you wander past his shack. At first you ignore the taunts, he's too weak to be of any concern to you, but they increase in volume and become more offensive, escalating into unconfirmed claims about close family members. Honor dictates you teach this guy a lesson. Destroy 3 of your opponent's idols to win. That's a true win condition for pretty much every match. Your opponent's idols start with just 5 health. Okay, that's easy. You begin the battle with 2 pre-deployed eternal statues. Wow. So this is going to be a real easy fight. Okay. Play trial. Take our growth deck. So this is going to be no real challenge at all. Usually they start with 10 like yours do over here. And we also have these things, which... Eternal Statue. Let's take a look at it. At the beginning of your turn, Eternal Statue heals 1 point of health. So if it takes 1 point of health, by the next turn, it's going to be fine again. We're actually probably going to steamroll this. So let's do that. So if we click on one of our cards down here, we have 2 options. We can either sacrifice it for resources, or we can sacrifice it for 2 more cards. We are going to sacrifice Ranger's Bane for some resources. That gives us 1 resource. We can't really do anything. We can cast him, but that's not really any reason to do that. That just heals a unit. End our turn. He's going to play a Gravehawk. We're going to sacrifice this for resources. And we still can't bring out a mob or a creature. I have a habit of calling them mobs. We could bring that guy out. We also could sacrifice... Yeah, let's sacrifice him. If we're going against 5, I don't really see us needing it. Let's bring out this guy. And end our turn. So this guy is nice. When he comes out of the field, he adds +1 to your resources. If he dies, you lose that. Let's sacrifice this one. That'll let us bring out our Kinfolk Veteran, which is a nice card. He's got 3 attack, 4 health. Every 2 turns he attacks. He's got haste, which means as soon as you play him, he's going to attack. So let's bring him out. He'll attack this turn. We'll end our turn. There he goes. The AI isn't really the smartest. Kinfolk Jarl, that's nice. We don't have enough to actually play him yet. We're going to sacrifice this. We'll bring out an Ancestral Totem. We'll put it right there. That'll give our other guys +1 attack. So that's nice to have. This guy's going to attack this round. That'll actually destroy that, so we may as well move that guy up there. They're going to actually destroy that statue, which is fine. We're going to sacrifice this, and we're going to bring out our Jarl. Very nice. Okay. And in fact, let's actually do this. Let's move these guys around a little bit. Okay. That's... Oh, I shouldn't have moved him, actually. Whatever. Let him do his attack. He's going to bring out a Great Wolf. These are nice cards. Relentless. Great Wolf. It gets +1 attack for every other wolf you control. If I was going to build a deck with this, I would like to have these guys, a whole bunch of these guys, ragged wolves, mangy wolves, and those brothers of the wolf. Those would be nice to have in a deck. Let's move that guy up there. Let's... No, that's not really any of a concern. Let's put a healing on the Jarl. Let's put that one right there. And Sister of the Fox is a nice card. When Sister of the Fox comes into play, draw 1 scroll. That's a nice feature. I can't remember the name of it in Magic the Gathering, but basically it's neutral as far as playing it, because you don't actually lose a card from your hand. You'd like to keep at least some in here. Let's play another one. Put her there. And we didn't really get anything good, but we can turn some of them over next round. Let's put this on the Jarl too. If he gets attacked, whoever attacks him is going to be poisoned. And end our turn. He's going to play a Druid Burial Ground. At the beginning of each turn, heal all adjacent units. I don't know why you would put it so far away from all your units that nothing can actually use it. But fair enough. Let's sacrifice him. And none of that's really great. That's going to soak up most of this guy's damage. But if we bring her down... So he's going to have 6. That'll destroy that totem. If we move this guy here and that guy there, we win the game. Oh, no, we don't. We got to destroy this thing, too. Oh, well. Well, we're getting closer. Okay, let's sacrifice those. Now, unfortunately, we have these things in the way. So, let's move our folks back up. And let's put the veteran there. And let's put a Ranger's Bane. Or no, let's put a Bear Paw on the Jarl. I mean, he won't be able to attack for another turn, but it's not really that much of a trial. We might even hammer through this before it becomes a problem anyway. Eye of the Eagle, very nice card. Cast it, you get another creature. We're going to put him right there, and let's do this. Let's move everybody back this way so we can bring the Jarl forward. They're not going to get to attack next round. Let's switch this for another creature. Very nice. Put Brother of the Wolf right there. All we're doing with these guys basically is keeping the Jarl up at 12. So it's their turn. They can't really do anything. He's going to play a structure in the wrong place. And he's going to end his turn. No, he's going to cast a Burial... Oh, that's going to set us back a little bit. Okay, let's cast... Or let's sacrifice Junkyard. Okay, so she's going to attack. Let's put Champion Ring on the Jarl. That brings him up to 14, so that's 16 total. And that should be enough to win the game. There we go. 327 gold for winning that match. Let's go over to the deck builder. Let's buy a couple new cards, or the store. See what we get. So we got Rumble. We already had one Rumble. Opponent's units move 1 step to a random adjacent tile. So basically you just kind of screw up their positioning, which would have its uses if you want to kind of avoid certain things they've set up. Oh, and I can't afford because I only have 163. Okay. So that's, I think, we're going to end it. Once again, I'm Nightcat. We've been playing Scrolls. Maybe we'll only do this, I don't know, maybe once a week. Every few days, I don't know. I see this being as more of a kind of a random thing. But yeah, we're going to end it here. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Take care.